welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit Podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dammy, also known as Dammy's Doodles.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday the 19th of October, even though I tried to make it the 12th. But it's not. It's the 19th. 2016, and this is episode 214. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy, we had a few people join the Ravelry group and introduce themselves in the last week and a half since we recorded last. So why don't you give them a shout out?
Okay. Tanu, who is SpongeBob Tanu from Texas. Natalie, who is Nat Sherlock from Oklahoma. And Christy, who is T-Rex Knitter from Virginia.
Welcome. Glad to have you guys. Dammy, if somebody is not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do and why?
You should join and introduce yourself in our introductions thread because you will get a shout out on our next episode and you will be able to participate in all our KALs and giveaways.
That's right. Well, we have a lot to talk to you about today. I was trying to get the video editing set up for this episode because I knew we had a lot of photos and video to share with you. So stay tuned after the credits for 21 minutes of photos and video from our trip, which we'll talk about a little more in Yummies. So we put it at the end in case you're not interested. You can stop. So, but first we have you know, some knitting to talk about. So we probably should get started. Here we go.
It's my greatest accomplishment.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I feel like I totally should leave this in. What is your greatest accomplishment?
My knitting!
That's not your greatest accomplishment. What is your greatest accomplishment?
My design.
What is your greatest accomplishment?
My homework.
What did you say 30 seconds ago was your greatest accomplishment?
My right eyebrow.
Why is your right eyebrow your greatest accomplishment?
I don't know. I'm pretty proud of it.
Why are you proud of it?
I don't know. It just looks good. It looks better than the other one.
Does it like move on its own or something?
Well, I control it.
No, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, does it move separately from the left?
Yes, I can do that with both of them.
I can't do that. I can only... See, I can't do it.
I can't move my ears though, so...
And this is a knitting podcast, but you know we bring you all kinds of exciting accomplishments like moving your eyebrows independently of each other. So
Can you move your ears?
yes, see? Oh dear.
Okay.
See? I love my ears. Okay, so why don't you
Okay,
introduce
Dumbo.
this segment?
Okay.
I love that movie.
Now we are going to talk about what's on our needles.
So what's on your needles, Dammy?
The only thing I worked on for the past week and a half is my Best Things shawlette, which is a pattern I'm designing for the White Christmas collection that's going to come out from both of us in December.
Yes.
Christmas. And it's on US 5s, 3.75 millimeters, and the yarn that I'm using right now, and it's almost all gone, is the Knitting Goddess 4-ply merino nylon sock in the Alexandrite colorway.
And then what will you be adding for the edging?
West Yorkshire Spinachers. Dang it!
You did it again!
No! You're not making it the title.
No, I
No.
didn't make that the title. No, we just talked about it. Okay.
No, you're not making it the title this time. West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply in the poppy seed colorway.
I love
It's
it.
great.
It's so fabulous.
Okay, and that's it. So
That's it.
what have you been working on?
Well, I finished a couple things that I'll show you in the next segment, but the only things I currently have active on my needles are my zigzag blanket, which is the 10-stitch zigzag pattern by Frankie Brown. I'm on US 4's 3.5 mil needles, and I'm currently knitting with an unknown pink and gray colorway, and I think I finished zigzag number 11 of 20 of this stripe last night. So I will finish this stripe before we leave to go to London.
London.
2 weeks from today we will be in London.
I like London. Old London town.
So I'm working on that. And then the other thing I'm working on is my pumpkin spice gradient socks. And I'm using my French vanilla cappuccino sock pattern as the basis for it. And then I will tell you momentarily how I'm doing the gradient. I'm using US 1.5 2.5 mil needles, and I'm using Rainbow Heirloom sock in the orange peel and pumpkin spice colorway. So here's sock number 1. And I am on I flip-flopped them on this one so that they're just, sorry, it's like laying all wonky because I'm in the middle of a row. There we go, maybe. So it'll be just exactly opposite. So I only have this final, what'll be brown section on this one, and then the cuff, and I'll be done. So, one thing that I am doing is I am carrying the yarn up the inside of the sock so that I don't have 30 gazillion ends to weave in. And what I'm doing is I am twisting it every second row and at the color changes to carry it up inside. But as I'm doing that, when I get to a row where I'm not wrapping it, I just kind of like just stretched it just a little bit just to keep it from pull. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's so tight, it's going to make like this side like pull up like this, and it'll be uneven. But I think I kept it pretty even by just pulling just a little bit, just so that it's snug enough that it doesn't like have it leaking out, but not so tight that it's buckling. Does that make sense? The way I figured out my gradient stripes, what I did is I took the last pair of socks I knit for myself, and I added up the total of rows from the start of the foot to the heel, and then from the leg from the heel to the top. And I don't remember what the number was, but I looked at that number and was like, what could I divide evenly into that? And I ended up having to take, I ended up subtracting a few rows because it wasn't going to be even. But what I did is multiples of 12. So like I did 11 brown, 1 orange, 10 brown, 2 orange, all the way up to 1 brown, 11 orange. So every set of stripes is 12 rows. Does that make sense? And then on this one, I just did it exactly flip-flop with the colors. I hope that makes sense, because I know I've had a couple people say that they wanted to do similar things. So that is how I did that. That's the only thing on my needles right now because I finished a couple of things, and I'll have a new project going on my needles tonight. But I finished up one at a point last night where there was no point in trying to cast on something new because it was almost bedtime. So, all right, so that's everything on our needles. So let's talk about our FOs.
And now we're going to talk about her finished projects, because I have none.
Okay, so first up, you might notice that I am wearing something epically epic.
Yeah.
I will put pictures in because I know it's hard to tell from me sitting here. But this is my Epic Haven poncho, which is the Haven pattern by Holly Yo. I did this on US 8's 5mm needles, and if you want to know all the colorways, go to my project page because there was 8 of them. And also the modifications that I did, because the pattern originally called for a reverse stockinette. I did garter. It originally called for 5 colors. I did 8. And I did a different needle size. I think that's all the modifications. But let me tell you this. Are you ready for how much yarn this took? 3,358.8 yards. 3,358.8 yards, which is 3,071.1 meters. That is a lot of yarn. So essentially 800 grams, give or take, of yarn. That's a lot. But I took, Dammy took a couple photos for me. Now this was before blocking because I blocked it while we were gone on our trip. But Dammy took a couple photos for me before I blocked it, and then we'll take some proper ones now that it's done. But here's pictures of the front and back, and I'm in love with it, and it's so squishy. And I love the
Is it heavy?
No, it's not really. I love the buttons that I picked out. Just they're kind of a browny, bronzy kind of color. And I'm wearing it right now with my Ba shawl pin that I got from Kettle Yarn Co. I'm still trying to figure out laying out the neck a little bit, but I like it. So I finished that, and It was an epic project, and I'm so excited that it's done. My goal was to have it done before we left on our trip, and I did. And then I was able to soak it and then put it out to dry, and it was dry when we got home. The second thing I finished last night, Dammy is going to put on, because this is her Christmas hat. This is Dammy's Christmas precipitation hat. And on my project page, I have a picture of Lorelai with snow. This is a pattern, the precipitation pattern by Tin Can Knits, it's a fairly new release that they did. I knitted on US 3s, 3.25 mil, and US 6s, 4 mil needles. And I used Chandler's Superwash BFL DK, and they don't name their colorways. It's got purples, blues, greens, and cream in it. And it's like little raindrops, but I called it Christmas.
It's snow.
We're calling it snow because her Christmas hat. Snow. She does not get to keep it right now, though, because it's a Christmas present. And I tried in my role as the queen of pom-poms to convince
let that go to your head.
convince Dammy to let me put a pom-pom on her hat, and she would not let me.
No. It won't come off.
It has not been blocked yet either, because I just finished it last night. So here, let me hold it up close so they can see. I did the adult medium size, and I was able to get 1, 2, 3 full repeats of the 12 row repeat. And then I like the top. It really shows the color well. So, yeah. So this needs to be blocked, and then it'll be put away for Dammy's Christmas present.
What else am I getting for Christmas?
I have no idea. I have not thought that far ahead. If I can survive the next 4 weeks, then we can start thinking about Christmas.
Christmas.
I love Christmas. All right. That's everything, so we should move on to our next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. What are Yummies, Dammy?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. As you might notice, we got new glasses. Yours are pretty similar to because you had 2 pairs last time. These are pretty similar to one of your pairs.
Yes. I wanted something slightly different, but we couldn't get it. But it's okay.
I like them. They're cute.
I'm still breaking them in.
Yes, me too. Because this is okay. I did not get glasses until I was 19. Within a year, I had to have bifocals. These pair are my first varifocal.
They're trifocals, but here they call them varifocals.
But there's no line. So it's a varifocal. I'm still trying to get used to them. I'm feeling a little seasick right now, looking back and forth from the show notes computer screen to y'all, to Dammy, to...
The guy said you have to point your nose at what you want to read, so you have to move your head.
I know. But it said, there's, I'm getting a little bit of blurring when I look at my peripheral vision, but it said, some research I did said that should lessen up in the next week or 2. It's just letting your eyes learn how to deal with them. But I also got a pair of prescription sunglasses. Aren't they cute?
Who is she?
These are bifocals, though, because I did not need the intermediate part for reading a computer screen while I'm outside.
They have lines.
They do have lines because they're the
Oh, no,
bifocals.
look through them. I can't see through the bifocals. I can kind of see through the regular
You
part.
have regular glasses on. You should take those off before you look through them.
I still can't see through the bifocals. It's blurry.
Yeah, my eyes, my poor eyes are the muscles are degenerating rather quickly. Degenerating rather quickly, which is sad, which is very sad. Okay, we got a super sweet card in the post today. I'm trying not to drop everything. Here, let me give you those.
They're mine.
Thanks, friend. Isn't it cute? It was
Created by Angie.
It was created by Angie, who is Crouching Cheese.
There's a puppy.
She sent us a sweet note, but the PS cracked me up. She said, "Please excuse any dog or cat hair in the bookmarks. My pets are friendly and want to share themselves with everyone, regardless of how I feel about it." That was cute. Okay, so you want to show yours first? These are cross-stitch bookmarks.
Their doctor.
Why don't you read it to them just in case?
Never cruel or cowardly, never give up, never give in.
And mine is got all the doctors' names.
I know how to say
Hartnell, Troughton, Pertwee, Baker, Davison, Baker, McCoy, McGann, Eccleston, Tennant, Smith, Capaldi. So it doesn't have the war doctor, but that's okay. But it was so
2 bakers.
It was so funny that she sent me this because we're going to talk about in a few minutes that we went to the Doctor Who experience, and I almost bought a t-shirt that had the list of doctors on it. So thank you so much, Angie. These are so sweet, and I cannot wait to put mine in my bullet journal because I love it so much. You did a great job. So thank you for thinking of us. That's amazing.
Mine's going to go on my bulletin board
Oh, that's a good idea.
as inspiration.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You said there was something that was in the show notes you wanted to mention. Do you want to do that before we talk about the trip?
Oh, sure. I just wanted briefly to mention some musical news.
Yes.
Because who doesn't love musicals?
Me,
So,
I do.
so Hamilton, Chicago, I think it either opened last night or opens tonight. They'd been in previews, but now they're open. Woo!
That's exciting.
And now,
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
and now Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812 is in previews.
Cool.
You should listen to it. I think you would like it.
Probably would.
Although, you might want to wait until the Broadway cast recording comes out because Josh Groban.
Love Josh Groban.
He's recorded one song from it that's out. I will get you to listen to it.
That's a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, so now for the rest of Yummies, we would like to talk to you about the
20 minutes of photo and videos at the end.
21 minutes
21
and
minutes.
20 seconds.
I'm rounding.
So as we had mentioned previously, we were going to go on a surprise trip, which Dammy did know where we were going. She had figured it out.
Yeah. You weren't good. She's not good at keeping secrets.
We went on a hashtag the Almonds Take Cardiff trip. And then we went to Birmingham, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So we went to Cardiff, Wales. So we flew out from here in Edinburgh Wednesday morning.
I like airports.
We had Krispy Kreme donuts while we were waiting.
I like the moving sidewalk.
The moving sidewalk. Well, it was pretty fun, except for I felt like I was taking a flying leap off the end.
That's because we were walking across it and not standing still.
Oh my gosh.
I felt like I was speed skating.
It was crazy.
It was really
crazy.
fun. Let's go fly somewhere else.
So anyway, we flew from Edinburgh to Cardiff. And then we took a bus express from the airport to Cardiff Bay, which is where our hotel was. And we dropped off our luggage, and then we went on an epic walk to the city center. We had lunch and coffee. We had a lot of coffee while we were gone.
Coffee,
a lot.
coffee.
And then we went to the National Museum of Cardiff, which these postcards are not National Museum, but they are Wales. So how could we not get one with sheep?
In the snow.
Let's see, what does it say? It's from the Through Welsh Eyes, an exhibition of Wales. Follow My Leader. That's what it's called. Follow My Leader. And then we got this one.
Cardiff Bay at twilight.
It's beautiful. So,
Where's the Millennium Center? Where's Mermaid Key?
probably right here.
Okay. Key, Quay,
Yeah.
Kai.
So we went to the National Museum. You and I went into the archaeology exhibit and saw
Human remains.
Harrison Ford's fedora and jacket and whip from the Indiana Jones movies.
And Mama broke the law.
I did. You weren't supposed to take a picture. I didn't take a flash picture. I don't use the flash when I take pictures, but I had Dammy be my lookout so I can snap a picture. Because I love Harrison Ford. He is like one of my favorite actors ever. Ever, ever.
There was a mummy in there.
There was a mummy in there.
I love mummies.
And then,
Anytime we go in a museum, I always seek out the mummies. The one at the National Museum of Scotland is my good pal.
You know, the mummy's been dead for a long time.
My good pal.
We also took pictures and stuff on the staircase that any of the Whovians in the room will remember from the Vincent and the Doctor episode, which is one of my favorite episodes. It might be my favorite episode.
They're supposed to be in Paris, but it's in Cardiff.
Yeah, it's in Cardiff. And so then once we finished there, we went back to the hotel because we had been up since 4 in the morning.
That's why we had so much coffee.
Yes, we went back to the hotel and we watched some TV.
NCIS.
Yes, we watched a lot of NCIS while we were gone. And we played cards.
And MacGyver.
Oh, we did watch MacGyver.
MacGyver and NCIS.
Star Trek, the original series, we did watch.
Yes, and one episode of Stargate SG-1.
Yes, we love that. And then we went to bed early because we were all exhausted. And then the next morning we got up and had breakfast, and then we went.
My birthday.
It was your birthday. Damn, we turned 17.
The day of my birth. I forgot to take a picture at the exact moment when I turned 17.
Yeah.
I did that last year. I didn't this year. Ugh.
So we had breakfast and then we went to the Doctor Who experience, and it was epic. In fact, probably 15 minutes of the 21 minutes and how many ever seconds at the end of the podcast are from the Doctor Who experience. So we did the coin press machine where it presses a penny or a pin slot for you, and so I chose the TARDIS. I also got an official companion badge. That's me. I'm an official companion. We got a postcard for the Hubs. He is a big fan of 9, and so there was that. I was very sad that there was no River Song postcard.
I'm now regretting it because now I really want an 11 postcard.
And then we got a Gallifrey museum. We love postcards. We hang them on our wall. You want to show the shirt that you got?
They didn't have any 11 shirts, but they had one that was almost as good. The 8th Doctor, who is my second favorite. It's a costume shirt. So I'm pretty sure this is his movie costume, not the Night of the Doctor costume.
No, I think it's the movie, yeah. And I got the exploding TARDIS. And it says the Doctor Who experience on the sleeve. Does yours say that?
Nope.
Mine says the Doctor Who experience. I don't know how you say it.
You can't speak Welsh.
It says Cardiff Bay on it.
Yes, everything in Wales, all the signs, they say things in English and they say things in Welsh.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah, I had the 8th Doctor. Yeah.
Oh, it was fabulous, and the interactive experience was amazing. You weren't allowed to take photos or video in that because they try to keep it spoiler free for people who haven't gone yet. But we were able to take photos and video in the exhibition. My favorite part of the exhibition, he had River Songs costumes and the baby cradle. What was your favorite part of the exhibition?
I liked all of it.
Oh, you Outlander fans out there might notice in the photos that the actor who played Jamie in one of the Doctor Who episodes, which was
not one of the Doctor.
Oh, more than one?
He was a companion.
Oh.
He was an official companion for several years.
Several of the Doctor Who episodes.
I can't remember which Doctor.
That was the inspiration for Diana Gabaldon to create Jamie Fraser.
His name is Fraser Hines.
That's right. So it's really cool. Yeah, so that's really cool. So I took a picture of his handprints. I think you got some video of it too. So we did.
And my hands are the same size as Jenna Coleman's, apparently.
Yes, they are. They are. I was disappointed they didn't have 9's handprints. I'm not sure why. Yeah, the only thing that disappointed me is that there was not more River Song stuff. Especially...
They had all the River Song stuff in the
No, but
exhibition.
I'm talking about in the gift shop or whatever. Because... Yeah. It disappointed me.
Sorry.
But overall, it was a great exhibition. And then what did we do after that? We went and got lunch. We went to the Millennium Center, which has the big, it's a water tower, the glass water tower outside of it that is the entrance to Torchwood.
The what?
It's a water fountain. It's called the water tower when I looked it up.
So what does it do?
Well, it was a fountain, but it's not currently being used as a fountain. Like water would come down one of the sides, or maybe more than one.
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah. So there you go. And we also went to the Ianto,
That was in the morning.
yeah, the shrine. We took a little bit of video there and some photos. And then what did we do? We went and got cake for your birthday.
I had a brownie.
Yeah. And then we went to Five Guys for dinner and had epic ice cream for dessert. And then the next day we had breakfast and then went to the train station because we took the train to see my bestie Katie and her family in their new home in Birmingham. And we didn't do a lot. We mainly hung out. You and Katie baked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We had epic chocolate chip cookie muffins with pumpkin spice icing and pumpkin donuts with chocolate icing. So good. But we did celebrate birthdays.
Yes.
So I got, I don't know if you can see them, these beautiful rose gold star earrings and this really cute arc pouch and this beautiful notebook by Katie Lehman. I'm going to read that. And the card is also from Katie Lehman. You're wonderful, fantastic, super brilliant, beautiful. Thank you. So those were all gifts from my bestie and her family. And what did you get?
Well, from you, I got this card with a cat.
Yum, cake.
And you gave me the socks. That was it.
Yeah, because the trip was the rest of your gift.
Yes. And then from Katie and her family, got this really cute card. This really cute Hamilton card.
Go closer.
They're all so tiny.
They're called Tiny Revolutionaries.
They're all so tiny.
They're so cute.
And Lawrence has all his freckles. Oh.
And then what else did you get?
A donut tray to bake donuts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we didn't bring that in here. It's in the kitchen.
And then this Hamilton shirt. It's not blue, it's purple.
Can we go closer? So,
Washing it out.
yeah, can you name all the characters for us in order from
Okay.
start up here?
Burr, Hamilton, Jefferson, Eliza, Angelica, Peggy, Lawrence, Lafayette, Mulligan, Washington, Philip, and King George. But there's no James Madison or Mariah.
I'm sorry.
But it's okay.
But it's cute. That's really, really cute. She got them from Redbubble, right?
Mm-hmm.
In case somebody is interested in finding one for themselves.
Red bubble.
So, I think, oh, so anyway, we spent Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We spent like 3.5 days with them. And it was fun, and it was great to hang out, and yeah, just kind of be with our friends.
I tried to play the piano because they have a piano. But I can't remember how to play the piano or read sheet music.
Yeah. It's a journey. You have to work through it. So, okay, so I think that's all we're going to say about the trip.
It's been 16 minutes.
17 minutes by now. So like we said, stay tuned after the credits if you want to see video and photos from the trip. Is there anything else?
No.
All right, let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of prompts for each month. So you take a look at the prompt for that day, take a picture related to it, and post it anywhere you like. But we pick our favorites from Instagram.
So we're still working through October, and the theme was kind of birthday celebrations, autumn, that stuff. And next week I cannot talk today. We will release the November prompts list, which will be primarily about being thankful because American Thanksgiving is in November. So, so what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Here come the photos. So those were our favorite photos. Great job, everybody.
There's a kitty in there.
Gotta love kitties. Hashtag GGK kitty pad.
I want a kitty.
I know.
Can I have one for my 18th birthday?
If we live somewhere where we can have one, I would happily get a kitty. So just remember, it's never too late to join in. You take a look at the prompts list. For example, today when we're recording this, it's in your bag. So I probably will be posting a picture of my socks in my bag. So you take a picture, you post it on Instagram. Make sure in the caption you include the hashtag GGKCraftyPad, because that's how we find your photos. If it's not tagged, we can't find them. And yours might get chosen. All right, we have a couple events that are upcoming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So let's briefly touch on them. What are they?
We are going to be vending at Yarnporium in London on Saturday the 5th and Sunday the 6th of November.
Yes.
Yes.
This is an event by Yarn in the City, and we'll be sharing a booth with.
Sam of Knit Run Dig and Lola of Third Vault Yarns.
And we'll also have class stitch markers by Ann Tudor. So, and then the other event, so that's 2 weeks from this coming Saturday. And then 3 weeks from tomorrow is the Geeky Puffin Knit Palooza, which is a knitting retreat you and I and our friend Sam are co-hosting in Farnham, England, which is about 50 miles southwest of London. It's going to be from Thursday the 10th of November through Sunday the 13th of November. Just quickly, we do have spots available still, so if you want to sign up last minute, you can do that. If you'd like to just take a class, if you can't attend the entire retreat, but want to take a
class or 2
or 3.
or 3.
If you want to just attend classes, you can do that. The vendor market will be open to the public from 1:30 to 5 for a £3 entry fee or a knitted or crocheted item to donate to charity. If you would like to get in early, you can get a golden ticket, which will get you in at 10 a.m. And you can find out about that on the website.
GeekyPuffinKnitPalooza.com.
Yeah, you can do all those things at geekypuffinKnitPalooza.com. If you're in the UK and you're part of the fiber arts community and would like to donate a door prize or stuff for the goodie bag, we still can accept those. Email us at
GeekyPuffinKnitPalooza@gmail.com.
That's right. Because you'll be shipping straight to Sam's house, and she lives just a few minutes from the retreat. So we have a little bit of time, so if you would like to donate something, just let us know. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free to email us or PM me Java Pearl or Dammy's Doodles, and we'll be happy to talk about it with you. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what we're reading and watching.
All right, what are you reading?
I am still reading Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, but I have a goal to finish it this week because I really want to read something else.
Okay. I finished reading Steadfast Love by Lauren Chandler, and it was a pretty good book. I'm still reading in real time A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness using the Also's real-time reading companion. I finished reading books 2 through 6 of the She Can series by Melinda Lee, and they were kind of a thriller detective type series. And I'm currently reading The Aeronauts Windlass, which is the first book in the Cinderspire series by Jim Butcher. it started out slow. I was like 3 or 4 chapters in, and I was like, this is not gonna keep my interest at all. I was like, I'll keep reading a little bit more, and all of a sudden it was like, pow. And it just caught my interest. There's talking cats in it. It's really good. So it's a really long book. It's over 600 pages. And so I think I'm about 55% of the way through it. So that's what I'm reading. All right, we did watch one movie while we were with Katie and her family. Well, the boys didn't watch it.
They were asleep.
They were asleep. We were watching. So what did we watch? Jason
Bourne.
And so it had...
I thought one of the other ones was called Jason Bourne.
No. They all had the Bourne. They were all the Bourne...
Oh. Has Matt Damon always been Jason Bourne?
Well, there was that one episode...
Movie.
Not episode, movie.
With Jeremy Renner.
Yes, that was very confusing because it had Bourne in the title.
I didn't watch that.
But I mean, it was good.
I fell asleep.
You did fall asleep. You were so tired. I don't know why you were so tired. I know.
I was entertaining children all day.
You were running around with the boys all day. That's why. Okay. Let's talk television. You want to start?
We finished rewatching season 3 and are now rewatching season 4 of Gilmore Girls. Rory is in college.
Yay!
Yay! Yale.
So we had the Chilton graduation and then the first day at Yale, and with Lorelai, with Rory like, come back. Oh, it was so sweet. And Paris. Oh my gosh, Paris. Paris is neurotic, but we love her anyway. Okay, the Hubs and I finished rewatching season 5, and now we're rewatching season 6 of Numbers. And there was the cliffhanger of Amita being kidnapped, but they found her. Everybody's okay, and now she and Charlie are planning to get married, and so there's been all the marriage stuff that's been going on. So, the Hubs and I are also watching season 10 of The Big Bang Theory. We actually watched 2 episodes of that. So the first one was Amy and Sheldon moving in with each other for a 5-week tour. They were equating it to Star Trek, the original series, that it was going to be a 5-year tour. Mission tour.
Tour.
A tour.
Mission.
So it was going to be a 5-week.
Mission.
Yeah. And then we started watching season 10 of Murdoch Mysteries. It was like The Bachelor. People were getting killed, though. And Julia is suffering from, I don't know, PTSD or something after what happened in the season finale with the girl that had kidnapped Murdoch, and Julia ended up killing her, and yeah. Yeah, so we have another episode of that to watch tonight, which is part 2 of this episode. So, all right, you want to talk about the next couple?
We are watching season 2 of Supergirl, but we've only watched the season premiere. We didn't watch the one that was on
Monday night.
So
watch it tonight.
We have Superman.
I like him.
He's played by Tyler Hoechlin,
which you said he's from
Teen Wolf,
and then I go into IMDb. And he's from Seventh Heaven. That's why I know him.
I don't remember Seventh Heaven. I don't watch Teen Wolf. I just know about it. But you made me watch the movie Teen Wolf.
Yes, with Michael J. Fox in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's very good.
We like
Superman.
him. We like him. I'm really sad about Kara and James, though.
Sorry.
I thought they were going to be a good couple. And Kat has a new assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And Kat is in love with Clark.
Wasn't she like hitting on him all the time in what was the 90s one?
The Adventures of Lois and Clark's The Adventures of Superman. Yes, but that was only in season 1. They had a character called Kat, and she was hitting on him.
Yeah, she was Cat Grant.
Oh, okay. Well, she was only in season 1 of Lois and Clark.
I thought she was in season 2.
I don't think so. I think she was just in season 1. And then they kind of shifted a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
They had a new Jimmy and all that.
Jimmy.
Okay. What about the next one?
We were watching season 4 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We didn't watch the one that was on last night
Not yet.
But there were EMPs cutting out all the power in major cities.
Revolution, anyone?
That was supposedly done by the Inhumans, but it wasn't the Inhumans.
No.
And May is okay.
I was worried.
May is okay. And S.H.I.E.L.D. is back.
Oh, no. Okay.
And the director guy, Jeffrey Mace, I looked him up. I googled him, and he was Captain America at one point. I didn't realize there was another Captain America.
Oh,
But he wasn't an Inhuman in the comics.
okay. Interesting.
I only knew 3 Captain Americas. But this guy, I don't know.
Okay. We're watching season 14 of NCIS. The best line of the whole episode was, "Eleanor Bishop, will you be my Frodo?" Because McGee wanted her to take care of the ring, because he had planned this like epic proposal, but it wasn't going to be for 6 months. But then he realized, because of something that happened in the case, that he shouldn't wait. And so he gets into the elevator with her, and he pushes the button to stop it, just like Gibbs does. And then he asks
How romantic.
her to marry him. And it was so sweet, and I was like crying. And then I said, because y'all know how upset I am about them taking out the part out of the
That's
credits.
a jetpack.
Out of the credits. Let me tell my story. I'm really upset about this, and I've been telling y'all this for weeks now. And I said, oh, they should put that in the credits. That would almost replace it. And what I was saying, that it would replace
Thing.
the space flying thing.
It's a jetpack. A jetpack can't take you to space.
But Jamie heard the space flying sink.
Yeah.
And so we laughed really hard about it. So, space flying sink.
Mm-hmm.
But that would soothe my bothered spirit.
Troubled spirit.
It's bothered. It's so bothered.
Oh, bother.
If they would replace it with that. But oh, and I didn't put this in the show notes, but
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
they announced this week that his name just totally flew out of my head.
David McCallum.
Yeah, David McCallum, who plays Ducky. He's one of the one of the last 3 remaining original characters that he's going to be retiring at the end of season 14. He is 82 years old, y'all. Did you realize that? I thought he was like maybe late 60s, early 70s. He is 82 years old. And they haven't put out an official why he's leaving, but I think there might be some health concerns. So I'm really sad because I love Ducky. So that will leave Gibbs and Abby as the only 2 remaining original characters. And I'm like, I said when we found out this news, I wonder if they'll make Jimmy the new Emmy.
You made it rhyme.
Jimmy, Emmy. So I don't know.
He has a baby. How is his baby? How is his wife?
They're fine.
How are they doing?
They're doing great.
Tell us.
So that's I have all the feels. I mean, I totally understand. He's 82 years old. I totally understand, but still, I'm like, oh. And I said, the other thing I said was, maybe they'll make him like a consultant and he'll come in on special cases. But I really hope they don't kill off his character. I will be very upset if they do that. Because that's what they tend to do. Kate, Ziva.
Just take a deep breath, writers.
Just let him retire. And
To
go
a life.
Of riding his motorcycle with Jimmy in the sidecar.
And going to the opera.
Yes.
On the motorcycle. Yes. With Jimmy.
Okay, we were going to make this segment short and we are rambling. Okay, the Hubs and I are watching season 3 of NCIS New Orleans. The FBI agent lady has taken Brody's desk.
Well, where else is she gonna sit?
I'm not happy. Okay, you want to go with the next couple?
We are watching season 2 of Blind Spot. Did Reed kill the coach? Dun dun dun.
Gosh, I don't know. Guess we'll wait and see.
Either, hang on. Either he didn't kill the coach, something happened, I don't know, or there's gonna be like an investigation into it, or Zapata is gonna help him get rid of the body.
Yeah. We will see. All right, what else?
And we're watching season 12 of Criminal Minds.
We have very bothered souls about this as well.
It's really funny. My soul is so bothered.
That's totally going to be the title, in which we have bothered souls.
Oh, bother.
Oops. Why is your caps lock on?
You turned it on.
We have bothered
Oh, bother.
souls.
I'm doing Winnie the Pooh and you're not even...
I am seeing you do Winnie the Pooh. I
Noticing.
was trying to type. So you want to tell them why we're bothered?
Because, like, Hotch is out of the credits now. Like, Emily is back. That's good. Emily Prentice. But Hotch is gone out of the credits.
And Emily's all of a sudden in the middle of the group photo thing at the end.
Group photo.
So, like, they said in the last episode that he was gone doing...
In this episode, they said he's on a special assignment.
And so is that all they're going to do? Are they just going to kind of ignore it and pretend like nothing happened? And
He'll
he's
be
just
on
gone?
special assignment for
the
the next 15 years.
I don't know. Seriously, I'm interested to see how they're going to deal with it. We've talked about that before. Like I said, please don't kill him off. Okay, season 12 of Supernatural has started. I feel like I need to knit my Supernatural socks. Where's my yarn? There it is. From Pandia's Jewels. So, Mary Winchester is back. She's alive.
But she died.
Yes, but God's sister brought her back to life. But she has no... It's like she died, but now she's brought back to life, but without any realization of what happened in the intermediate years. So Dean was 4 when she died. And then now it's 2016.
Yeah, I saw her beating him up.
Yeah. What else did I say? So Sam is being held prisoner by the lady from the British Men of Letters.
Why?
Because so apparently here in the UK, the Men of Letters have worked things out. They've put wards on every place. They haven't had a killing by a supernatural creature since 1965. And they are very upset as how the Winchesters and other hunters in the U.S. are dealing with things. And so they're trying to get all the information out of Sam. They think Dean's dead. He's not dead, though. To try to set things up in the U.S. the same as it is in the U.K. But Sam is like, no. That's not the words he said. But he was like, no. And they were like torturing him. Okay, what else?
Wait, wasn't Castiel like climbing out of a ditch or something?
Yes, because the British Men of Letters lady sent him flying.
Oh, is he still Lucifer?
No, Lucifer is like taking over bodies, but he's burning through them really fast, and so Crowley is trying to find him.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. So, The Blacklist Season 4. So, Tom caused Lizzie to lose the video feed of Agnes. So, weren't they going to do a show with Tom and Agnes in it?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. I guess we need to research that. But Mr. Kaplan is being held prisoner. That guy put a leg chain on her. So, who is this guy? Why is he holding her prisoner?
It's Kaplan with a K.
You know what? You and I
have been correcting her spelling on all of this.
She's been correcting my spelling for 17 years.
Yes. Even before I knew how to spell.
Yes, exactly. Okay, you talk about the next one.
Okay, watching season 5, Elementary. There was more with Shinwell.
And his daughter.
Him. Yeah. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah.
I hope he's having a good time.
Yeah.
I hope he gets a hug.
I hope his recovery You know, because recovery is a process.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just like Joan said it was.
yeah. But Joan and Sherlock were trying to find the, what was it called? The seal?
The Jade Seal of China.
Yes. And Taiwan offered Joan $50 million for it.
No.
And what's his name from that other show was in it?
He played Esposito in Castle.
No, but that's not who I was thinking of. The other guy.
I don't know who you're talking
The
about.
guy that killed the guy.
Ron Rifkin?
Yeah. From,
Was he the one in Alias? Or is that was that Joel Grey?
no, Ron Rifkin is in Alias, but Joel Grey was in Alias for just a few episodes.
Oh.
I'm
They're twins.
I'm 95% certain on that without IMDbing it.
Okay.
Okay.
We're almost done with TV.
Almost. We got one more. NCISLA Season 8. Kenzie's still in a coma, but she squeezed Hetty's hand. Hetty was like, Miss Bly, I order you to squeeze my hand. And she did. And then she was like, can you do it again? And she did it again. Okay. That's all the TV. So sorry it was so long. There was just so much that happened, especially since we didn't record for a week and a half. And okay, let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about our September, October, November artistic autumnal KAL.
Yes. So this started on the 1st of September and it runs through the 30th of November. It's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to autumn. The fallback is?
You made in the autumn.
Exactly.
Because?
No whips are allowed. No whips. So if you started your project before the 1st of September, I'm sorry, you cannot enter it in this KAL. Okay? And you have to finish, obviously, by the 30th of November because that's the end of the KAL, okay? But feel free to poly dip in other KALs. That's totally fine. You can even poly dip in other KALs of ours, like the 52 Weeks of Charity KAL. We have the White Christmas KAL upcoming in no, that's going to be in December. You can poly dip in our winter KAL with that. December, January with Jilly of the Knitting Broomstick. We have lots of lovely prizes that are on the screen right now. If you want to know about those more in detail, you can tune in to the first podcast of every month, or you can go to our website,
GeekyGirlsKnit.com,
where you can see them all in detail. And thank you so much to our sponsors for donating so many lovely, lovely things. Every project you finish and post counts as one entry into the giveaways. You must be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit podcast group on Ravelry to participate. You have to post your project in the FO thread. Each project gets its own post, okay? Because that's how we draw based on the numbers of your posts. So put each project in a separate post. If you want to use the hashtag, it's GGK Autumnal 16. We'll lock the thread the morning of the 1st of December and draw winners on the next podcast. If you're a winner, you'll have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. There is a chatter thread in the group so that we can encourage each other along the way. And Dammy, we have an epic amount of FOs the last week and a half, so why don't you tell us who finished stuff?
Aid Bar, Adventures in Dinner, Army Wife 2102, Asteroid, Auntie Knitsalot, Bead Weasel, Bendy J, Corolla 77, Celeste, Chiefy, CJ Bullion, Christy Ray, Cozy Cute Knits, Dueling Needles, Evil Twin 2, Philippa MC, Fry Meister, Ingard Stoka, I Knit Socks 2, Jammin' to Knit, Kana Soup, Knit for Many, Knit Crazy Kate, Knit Live Love, Knit Princess 83, Knitter Gatherer, Knitter Joe 2, I think lots of people like knitting, Little Angel SG2, Looney Hiker, Lucy J. Will, Mama Mia 64, Mantha Mac, Muzzer Z, Mystery Sewer, Nimrus, Penny Gale, Rainbow Ange, Shirley Murley, Sylvia 1002, VVFB, Twiddling Sister, VT Kimmy Kim, Whistlin' Liz, Yarny Mom, Yarnsmith Dory, and Yarn Taxi Driver.
Great job, everybody.
People seem to like yarn and knitting.
I don't know why. I can't even imagine why they might. You have about 6 weeks left in the KAL. So
Sure.
get those projects finished. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, part of our show where you ask us things and we try to answer them.
That's right. So this week's question is from Catherine, who is Katie Kitty J from Aberdeenshire, UK. She says, "Hi, did you get BBC Robot Wars in the US? If so, which was your favorite robot? We'll be watching the relaunch. Dammy probably isn't old enough to have seen it before. There's a promo on iPlayer introducing the house robots. Would you like to say something?
We didn't really know what this was.
After we looked it up, I was like, oh, I vaguely remember something about this in the States, but it wasn't ever my cup of tea, so I didn't watch it, and we haven't watched it here. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool that people are like making these epic robots, but
They seem dangerous.
I know I'm kind of scared. Don't let the robot or warriors come after the Geeky Girls, because we'll be very scared. Right?
Yes.
So did that answer the question? I think so.
Will you be watching?
No.
No.
But yay for you watching, because it's obviously something she enjoys. So yay. We have to embrace the things that we love. We affirm that. All right. If somebody has a question for us, what should they do?
You should go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
All right, let's move on to the next segment. We made it to the end of the show, but not really. So, like we said in Yummies, if you stay tuned after the credits, there is like 21 minutes of photos and videos from the trip. If you're a Whovian, I know you'll love them. If you're not a Whovian, you might still enjoy them. So if you don't want to watch them, we will not be offended. But they are there for your enjoyment. Next week's episode will be recorded like normal, and we'll then announce changes in the schedule while we're in London. A reminder that the 52 Weeks of Charity KAL is ongoing. All the details are in the the Ravelry group, and we talk about them on the second podcast of each month. And in coming weeks, we will be announcing a very new special KAL that we will be doing in February and March. I think that's what we've decided. I'll give you a little hint. Don't tell Tammy. It involves socks. Hi, Tammy.
I thought we were supposed to be making this quick.
We are. I was just telling them a secret. Shh. Okay. Supporting the podcast. We have huge love and thanks to everyone who supports the podcast. If you're interested in ways of doing that, you can sponsor us on Patreon, and it's a monthly subscription service, and we have different reward levels, and we have lots of love for everyone who is supporting us on Patreon. If you want more details on that or want to sign up, you can go to
patreon.com/geekygirlsnet.
The other two ways are via...
There is a PayPal button in our sidebar on the website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
Yes. Or if you are going to be shopping on Amazon.com or .co.uk, if you click through the links on our website, and then make your purchases, Amazon gives us a little money back based on what you buy. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and we use that money primarily for shipping out prizes. So if you want to know more about, if you are interested in supporting us via PayPal or Amazon, you can go to our website,
geekygirlsnet.com.
That's right. Okay, we're going to try to end this now because it's epically long. Why don't you tell them where they can find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsnet.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. And with that, we're going to tell you goodbye. We hope you enjoy the After the Credits. Happy knitting, and we'll be back with you again next week. Talk to you then. Bye.
Bye. to this video.
Okay, but we're on a plane.
Yes.
Where are we going?
Nowhere.
We're just going to ride around on a plane for the rest of the week?
Yes. That sounds good to me.
How will they fuel it?
Magic.
Okay. So where are we really going though?
Cardiff.
Cardiff. Ooh. Oh, there was just a ding dong. But nothing was said. So we're going to Wales.
Yep.
Are you excited? Should we get the hubs in this?
Sure.
Russ, say hello to the people.
Hello, the people.
Wave hello to them.
I'm sorry, I'm not. There's a lot of glare.
I know, wave at them.
What?
Wave at them.
Hello, people.
Okay.
Sorry about the glare off my head.
Okay, say bye.
I already said hi.
Say bye.
Oh, bye, people.
Say bye, people.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, for my fellow Torchwood fans, here we are at Eonto's shrine. And it is full of all kinds of things. I'll walk just a little bit. Torchwood.
We do. What is it? What a shrine is? No, what?